Peace. What's the word, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building on the subject matter for the day. Hopefully, everybody having a powerful Friday, man. Going into the weekend on a positive, powerful, healthy note. So I'm gonna give everybody about a minute or two. Tap in with the kid before I start going on my event, my rant. Got some things I want to get off my chest, man. But let me know how y'all living and feeling first before I start getting my event on. What's the word? How everybody living? How everybody feeling on this wonderful Friday? Talk to me before I start talking to y'all. Y'all know how I go, man. Feel like talking about health and all of that good stuff, man. And all the excuses that everybody's out here making. Doreen, peace. What's happening with you? Goldie, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Evan, peace. What's happening? What's the word? I am good, man. I'm centered, peaceful, all that good stuff. Corey, peace. What's happening? What's the word? I got some things I need to clear up as well, man. It's just been some things that people have linked me to, that I have did the knowledge to. And again, y'all know when misinformation and all of that type of stuff is spread, I gotta respond, man. I gotta respond. I gotta drop some knowledge on the people, man, because I don't want people to be misguided and misled, because we've been misguided and misled for too long, especially when it comes to our health and whatnot, man. So a lot of things I'll be having to clear up, because a lot of people got a lot to say about lifestyle choices that I've made, that I've transitioned to, but yet they haven't even experimented with the lifestyle changes themselves, but they got something to say. They very critical of lifestyles that they have never attempted to live. That's always funny. Airview, peace. What's happening, my brother? Chris, what's happening, my brother? Peace. DJ Elmo, TZ Frank, peace. What's happening? What's the word? I got people. It's people in my surrounding area, which, again, everywhere that I go, whether it's a city, whether it's been school, whether it's been the career field, everywhere that I go, I always roll solo dolo. And the thing about it is, everybody else rolling clicks. So me being a personal trainer, you already know, personal trainers, they click up, things like that. Not me. I roll solo dolo. I don't have a bunch of trainer friends and we just come together and do, like, nah. I do things solo dolo because I feel like I'm one of a kind. I feel like I'm a unique trainer in regards to the way that I train and just some of the recommendations I'm gonna make. So a lot of times, by default, I'm gonna clash with a lot of trainers simply because my viewpoint is a lot different than theirs. So I be getting that type of energy, man. But once people find out that your boy is vegan and things like that, then that's a whole different problem right there. And people start talking slick, not doing the knowledge to the situation, not doing the knowledge to the lifestyle. And it's always funny to me, man, because those be the people that had the most to say. I'm living proof of that lifestyle being right and exact. I'm living proof of the benefits of a vegan lifestyle. So it's always funny to me when people criticize the lifestyle that have never really attempted to do it correctly. Notice I said correctly, because there is a correct way to transition to the lifestyle. So either a person tried to do it the wrong way or they never attempted at all. Mainly it's the people that never attempted at all that have the most to say about the vegan lifestyle. And I can tell you, I've been doing this for about 10 plus years in regards to this lifestyle. And I'm telling you, don't have any problems. I can't tell you the last time I actually had to go to the doctor. The last time I had to actually go to the doctor is when I wasn't a vegan, when I was eating meat and dairy. That was the last time I actually had to go to the doctor where something was wrong. I felt something was off, so I had to go to the doctor. It was the last time. Once I made the transition, I haven't had a situation to where it was like, man, I need to go see somebody. Hasn't happened. And I tell this story all the time, I used to have ailment after ailment. I stayed with problems. A lot of people would look at my frame and think I never had to go through any struggles. Listen, just because one is not obese doesn't mean one is healthy, and I was living proof of that. I was having a lot of different ailments, man, a lot of different things I was having to deal with before I even turned 20. I had asthma, obviously, because I talked about that. And then I had to deal with nosebleeds, constant headaches, just a bunch of stuff, man. Night sweats, man. I was dealing with a lot of stuff, man. And most of that cleared up when I made the transition. And I've been rocking with it ever since. So again, a lot of people out here criticizing the lifestyle, but I'm living proof. I don't have to tell you about anything that I read, which I can do, but I can tell you about what I've experienced by living it out. Whole different ball game. So I didn't just read about something and think I know about it. I read about something and I experimented with it, and I can tell you the benefits because I've been living it out. So you got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of trainers, you got a lot of people in this realm that like to talk slick about the vegan lifestyle and things like that, man, but they don't even have the discipline and they don't have the strength and courage enough to take on that lifestyle themselves. So for everybody that does that, I would like to tell you all to be quiet. Shantae Peace Queen, what's happening? Clock saying peace, what's the word? You know, if you listen, if you not living this lifestyle, I don't listen to your criticism because again, I don't have ailments like that. You know what I'm saying? And most of the people that try to criticize me be having a ton of ailments. Ton of ailments. Ton of ailments. Any type of deficiency you think that you gonna get by going vegan, holla at me. Holla at me. For all the people that think vegans are frail, like I don't even like it's 2022. We should stop believing some of that nonsense first and foremost. But I post enough videos. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I post enough videos to show and prove that that's not true. Y'all see the type of weight that I lift, and y'all see that the muscle hasn't really went too much anywhere. Y'all see that. We not lacking protein. We not deficient in B12. We know how to get these things, man. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's not complicated at all. It's not complicated at all. Clocks in. And it's crazy. You say the excuse I hear the most is I want to try new things and not be limited to just vegan foods. What's funny about that is they eat the same foods anyway. They eat the same. Matter of fact, my my nutrition became more diverse when I transitioned. When I was eating meat and dairy, I was eating the same food. I was eating chicken. You would be eating chicken, pork, and whatever, and sometimes fish, and just rotate the joint. You eating the same meats, you just rotate them. So you literally eating the same foods. So when it comes to using that excuse in regards to vegan foods, that's crazy. Because when you initially transition to go vegan, man, you're going to have to experiment. So you're going to have a more versatile, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have listen, it's going to be, it's definitely going to be more diverse when you make the transition because you're going to have to experiment with different meals, different combinations, different foods to see what works for you. But a lot of times the people that consume meat and dairy, they literally eat the same food. So it's not like they out here diverse in regards to their nutrition. Like they eating a bunch of different foods. They literally be eating the same things, man. When I was living that way of life, I was eating these same foods, going to the same fast food restaurants, which all the fast food restaurants really need to go out of business. But that's a whole nother topic. Kill, peace, what's happening? Oh yeah, Chris, for sure. Your body, hey, the body gonna let you know. Body gonna let you know what's up. We just be neglecting it, you know, or ignoring it. Like we don't listen to our bodies, man. Your body gonna let you know something instantly. Like, yeah, you shouldn't have ate that. Boom, headache. Like even when you listen, even when you eat during the day and the food zaps your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I eat food that gives me life. So when I used to go to lunch break when I was in corporate America, I would eat the food and I would get more energized. Everybody else would eat a gross lunch filled with toxic foods and they drained. They ready to take a nap. That's not how it's supposed to go. When you eat the foods that supply you with life, when you eat that for lunch, like you more energized when you come back. That's how it's supposed to go. You shouldn't be drained after your lunch break. You shouldn't be ready to take a nap after your lunch break. Man, that mean that food was too heavy. That mean that food is breaking you down. When you eat some food and it makes you tired, that's a problem. That's a problem. It's not supposed to go down like that. That means your digestive system is working too hard and is zapping energy away from you. So when you eat your lunch, when you come back from your lunch break and you just don't want to do anything but sleep, that is a problem. That is a negative symptom. That's a negative sign saying, man, that was too heavy. It's too heavy, man. We wasn't ready for that. We can't process all of this. So we gonna drain you, make you tired. You're not supposed to be drained after your lunch break. Eat some food that gives you life. It's almost like I would have a second wind because I'm eating the fruits. I'm eating real light. I might grab a salad or something. I might grab some greens, make a smoothie or something. I'm coming back with more energy. Everybody else drained, ready to go to sleep, barely able to stay awake because you just ate all that toxic food that drained your energy, got your digestive system going crazy. Like, man, why did you decide to eat this? It's too heavy, too toxic. Now we got to do the work to process all of this nonsense, all of this garbage. So it's a sacrifice, and that sacrifices your energy. And you wonder why you drain. And we think that's normal. It's not normal. You know, it's not normal. It's not normal at all. All clocks in for sure, man. You gonna reverse that. Dean, peace, what's happening? Oh, Chris, I used to get it, man, everything, man. Listen, my respiratory system was garbage. Like, man, no endurance at all. Like, I reversed a lot, man. I reversed a lot. Goldie. And let me build on something else too, because I saw, first of all, it was crazy because I'm seeing people out here. And again, I'm not a Dr. Sebi follower to a T, but I can respect a lot of things that he had to offer. You know what I'm saying? I take the best parts. But man, you got people out here calling Dr. Sebi fraud and all types of nonsense. I'm like, that. Why do we go so hard on our people? Like, why are we calling, why as a black person am I going to go out of my way to call Dr. Sebi a fraud when you got all of these white nutritionists and white dietitians that have been giving us the wrong information for how long? Before I call Dr. Sebi a fraud, I'm going to focus on the people that gave us that garbage food pyramid that most of us was following, that we still follow. That was the worst thing ever given to our people, but yet we want to sit here and call Dr. Sebi a fraud. But they gave us that food pyramid filled with nothing but toxic foods and told us this is how we need to be eating. But yet we want to focus on Dr. Sebi and call him a fraud. Who gave you that food pyramid? That ain't something that Dr. Sebi gave you. That food pyramid that you following out here was supplied to you by these folk, but you not calling them frauds though. You not calling them frauds. You calling that science. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Sebi was actually out here with patients, working with people. Got testimonies, things like that. Now again, I ain't finna agree with everything that he said, but that's any and everybody. I don't agree with nobody 100%. So of course you can find aspects of what Dr. Sebi was talking about to say, hey, hold on, that's a little extreme. I ain't rocking with that. I don't think that's necessarily true. But man, you can't knock the testimonies. You can't knock the work that he did. Can't knock the testimonies. And I had, man, it's people out here foolish enough to say, well, if Dr. Sebi was out here curing all of these ailments, then why we don't have his cures in these facilities? Why aren't these other doctors using his cures? Are we that stupid? I don't even really have to explain why that is stupid. That's just stupid. But that's what people are out here saying. And I'm not going to explain why that's stupid because y'all already know why I feel like that is stupid. Oh, yeah, Dr. Sebi out here curing HIV, AIDS, and cancers, woo, woo. Why all the other doctors, why they don't have this in all the other medical institutions? Why they not teaching it? Same reason why they don't teach black people the truth about themselves in the school system. Why would they do that? Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, seriously. But we go out of our way. We go out of our way to talk bad about our own. Man, criticize these white folks that gave you this garbage advice, this garbage nutrition advice that we still following. Hence, we spent all this money on healthcare and we the sickest country. Sickest country. Sickest country. But yet you telling me I should follow that advice. All this money we spend on healthcare, we are the sickest country. We get sicker and sicker and sicker. The amount of people that's dying from heart disease, from cancer, from diabetes, that number is going up, not down. That number is steadily increasing, not decreasing. But I'm supposed to trust that advice. I'm supposed to trust these people giving us all this information, and the only thing that's happening is our health is declining. But I'm supposed to trust them though. That's what people are telling me. And another thing too, y'all start sounding like hypocrites. And another thing that people like to tell me, which I've answered this a million times. I've given my response to this a million times, and it seems to not resonate with folks. Listen, quit telling me what my ancestors did back in the day in regards to how they were eating. First of all, we the most diverse people on the planet. So yes, some of our ancestors ate meat, but you also had some of our ancestors that did not. But I still don't care, because the reason why I'm vegan has nothing to do with how my ancestors ate back in the day. And let me drop another jewel on y'all. Those of us back in the day, our ancestors, the ancestors that did not eat meat, that became vegetarian and vegans, were the ones that were searching for enlightenment. So the ones that was going through the Egyptian mystery schools. So all the ones that were wise, the wise minds, were the ones that was going vegetarian, vegan, or plant-based. Due to knowledge to it. The sages, the mystics, whatever you want to call them. Those were the ones back in the day that was saying, you know what, we not about to be eating that type of food. Because they valued mental clarity. And they knew that eating those heavy foods, eating the animals, or the poison animals, as we call them, it can distort the mind. It can cause the mind to become dull. So they was like, we're gonna become vegetarian, we're gonna become vegan, we're gonna become plant-based. These are actual facts. But the everyday average person back in the day, just like now, was eating meat, of course. But as I've always said, I don't care what they was doing back in the day, because it's funny. It's funny. We talk all this type of stuff about trusting science. You know what I'm saying? We get vaccines, we get jabs, and we applaud. We like, yeah, we glad we got these vaccines and jabs now, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have them back in the day, and look what was happening. Thanks for the advancement of science. That's what we like to talk about, right? Why can't we keep that same type of energy when it comes to nutrition? So y'all want to tell me what our ancestors was eating back in the day as justification for eating it now, but are we not supposed to advance just like y'all applauding science for doing? Come on now. Are we not supposed to advance nutritionally? Are we supposed to be eating the same way our ancestors did? Are we supposed to advance and evolve just like we claim in science is supposed to do? Is that not science? So if I'm not eating the way that our ancestors ate back in the day, that don't mean anything to me, because we supposed to evolve. So if it wasn't a bunch of vegans back in Africa back in the day, that don't mean nothing to me. I don't care if it were. I don't care. I don't care. Doing the knowledge today in the current climate, going plant-based is the safest way to eat right now today to reach that optimal state of health. Telling you, that is what the science is going to say to you. I'm telling you, once you research, that's what it's going to lead you to. I don't care what anybody has to say. Telling you, just do the research. Do the research. I was a carnivore to the core, just like most folk that eat meat. That was me to a T. Like when people say, man, I can't let go of this, that, and the third. I was that guy. All I ate was the meat and the snacks and the cheese. I want food with fruits and vegetables. That's why I was experiencing all of the ailments that I was experiencing. So if I can make the transition, anybody can make the transition. I'm telling you. But do the knowledge on your own. I'm telling you, all of that information is going to lead back to going plant-based. That's why you see every other athlete you see is experimenting with going vegan and going plant-based. Man, it's a reason why they're doing that. A lot of these entertainers, they experimenting with that lifestyle. I'm telling y'all, man, it has become popular. When I transitioned back in the day, man, people didn't even know what vegan meant. I used to have to define what veganism was. They didn't even know what that meant back in the day when I was transitioning, man. But now it's becoming a little trendy. But back in the day, man, it wasn't that popular, man. So people, they didn't even know what the definition was. They knew vegetarian, but they was like, man, what is a vegan? What's the difference? So again, if you here to tell me what my ancestors ate, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that our ancestors, as I say, it's a lot of things they did back in the day that I would not condone doing now. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be living like they were living back in the day. Like, that's not our era right now. Swift and changeable. Zen and peace, what's happening? DJ Elmo, what you say? Chlorella broken cells, the best vitamin B12 plant-based source. From my research, spirulina is inactive B12. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. It's easy to get B12, man. And plus, we don't even need that much of it. You know, we don't even need that much of it. But a lot of people get concerned about what you lack when you make that transition, man. But I'm telling you, man, meat eaters, I'm telling you, when people consume a lot of meat and dairy, man, it's so much that they are deficient in, and it's crazy. Listen, if I ask the average person that will ask me where I get protein and B12 from? If I ask them where they get vitamin A from, they probably don't know one food that contains vitamin A. And we probably don't even know what vitamin A is. But yet they will be concerned about B12 and protein. Mostly protein, because people don't even be hip to B12 for real unless they in the field. But I asked them something about where you get your vitamin A from, and they like, oh, okay, what is that? But you worried about where I get protein. Come on, man. Shantae, for sure. Yeah, definitely got to experiment. Definitely. Like I said, whether y'all like it or not, and whether y'all know it or not, I'm going to get y'all all on board. I don't care what y'all got to say. If you currently eat meat right now, just give me a year or so. I'm going to have you off of it. If you currently consuming that dairy, best believe I'm going to get you off that dairy. If I don't get you off anything, I'm going to get you off that dairy for sure, 100%. I don't care what y'all got to say, man. I'm getting y'all on board. It's one thing I'm a force. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get y'all on board. I'm gonna get y'all on board, man, because I'm telling y'all, it's one of the best moves you can make in your life. One of the best moves you can make in your life. I'm telling you. Zenith for sure. Chris, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Right and exact. Progress. Sharifman for sure, man. Yeah. And I'm a like I said, I'm gonna tap back into a lot more, workout tips and things like that, because man, listen, y'all see the title, man. I'm telling people to exercise, man. We just got it's too many excuses, man. It's just too much nonsense that's going on out here. And we focused on everything but our health, man. We focus on everything but our health. And that's the most important thing out here. It's the most important thing. We focused on everything else but that. If you don't have your health, it don't matter who you in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have your health, it don't matter how much money you have. If you don't have your health, it don't matter what job you just got. If you don't have your health, it don't matter how many kids you have. Like, if you don't have your health, none of this stuff matters. And we not focusing on it. We not focusing on it. People will come on this joint and talk about health, and they get how many views? They get how many views? And that's the most important thing. Like, that should be the most lucrative thing to talk about, is one's health. But you focus on that health, you talk about health and see how many people really tap in. They don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Bunch of lazy people filled with excuses. Don't nobody want to exercise. Don't nobody want to put in no work, but they want to cry about it. You know what I'm saying? They want to cry about it. Nah, what are you doing to change your situation? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You scrolling on Facebook, you scrolling on YouTube, you scrolling on Instagram for 30 minutes. Man, that could be 30 minutes of exercise time right there, but you want to tell me you don't have enough time to do it. You want to blame your kids. You want to blame your spouse. You want to blame your mom. You want to blame your grandparents. You blaming everybody but yourself for the reason you not working out and exercising at least 30 minutes a day or something like that. Man, with all of these home workout routines, nobody has an excuse anymore. Nobody. Man, you can get it in anywhere. You can get it in at the crib. You can get it in at the gym. You can get it in at the park. You can get it in anywhere. There is literally no excuse. Corey, for sure, from time to time, man, but I'm about to wean myself off of that, though. I'm about to wean myself off of that. Larry, peace, what's happening? Yeah, trying to eat to live, man. But that we living to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Norbert, peace, what's happening? Jalen, you said I don't know where to start with the diet stuff, but the exercise I can handle. See, the diet stuff is easy, man. I literally, what I do is I ask a person to rate their current diet on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being just great, fantastic, and you know what I'm saying, 1 being trash. I normally tell people to rate their diet, like, man, where you at? Most people be giving themselves like a 5, 6, maybe a 4, 3. You know, most people just know that they eat trash. And then when we reach that conclusion that, all right, man, you eat trash, then I ask, like, what are the worst foods that you feel like you eat? And I just start there. You eliminate and then you add on. So if sodas is a problem, we don't need to be drinking them sodas. So I say, all right, boom, eliminate the sodas and we start drinking smoothies or drink more water. It's like, boom, I'm eliminate, then we're gonna add on, you're gonna have a substitute. You're like, ah, man, sweets is my problem, man. I can't stay away from from the candy. Like, boom, stop eating the candy, add your favorite fruits. Substitution. When you get the urge to eat the sweet, grab this orange, grab this strawberry, grab this cherry. Boom, we substitute. That is how we do it. That's how you do it. You keep going down the line. Keep going down the line. Sneaky Peace, what's happening? Tamel Peace, what's the word? Antoinette, Peace Queen, what's happening? Jared, they don't want to change their ways at all. I'm telling y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I was open-minded, because I came across this information. And like I said, when I came across this information, I was just like everybody else, man. I was like what we call a poison animal eater. I was eating anything that was meat related. You know what I'm saying? Except for like the weird type of meat that people be out here eating. But I was eating, you know what I'm saying, the normal meats that we eat. I was eating them joints. I was eating the cheese. I was eating the cows, eating all of that. Savage. You know what I'm saying? And I came across this information. The first book I came across, Elijah Muhammad, How to Eat to Live. And I'm like, hold on. What are they talking about? What are they talking about fast? What's this dude mean? What's this dude mean? 1 meal a day and then 1 meal every other day. I'm like, man, that sounds crazy. But let me keep reading. And I kept reading. And I came across some some game-changing information. Game changer. I'm telling you, fat. When I came across fasting, man, that's a game changer, man. Game changer. But then you got people out here telling you fasting is detrimental. Fasting is dangerous. What? When literally we fast every day. Hence why you got something called breakfast. Like they name it breakfast. So literally we fast, and every day you go to sleep, you fasting. Well, we ain't supposed to do that though. Come on, man. And these are the people that are in positions of authority in the nutritional realm. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I be up against. This is why Dr.Sebi, you know what I'm saying, will not can't even really thrive in these environments. They threaten to take away your licenses and things like that, man, because we can't come out here and give people the truth. Can't come out here and give people the truth. It's crazy. Montel, peace, what's happening? Jasmine, peace, what's the word? But all this nonsense we out here, you know what I'm saying, all this nonsense we out here tapping into, and everybody's sick. You know what I'm saying? We tapping into all of this nonsense, and people out here, diabetes, heart trash. You know what I'm saying? On the verge of come on, man. And we worried about all this other stuff. We worried about all this other stuff, man. Come on, man. Man, listen, I said it 10 plus years ago. I said diabetes. I said diabetes and cancer are going to become like the new common cold, especially diabetes. I said, man, you listen, 1 out of every 4 people you come in contact with going to tell you something about them being diabetic or pre-diabetic. That's going to be the common cold. And I think all of us know a few people with diabetes. Man, we could probably name off 10 people right now that we know that's either diabetic or pre-diabetic. We might be on the verge of it ourselves. Diabetes is so common now, it's crazy. And it used to be called type 2 adult onset diabetes. Like it was adult onset. Like this was for adults. You know what I'm saying? Like adults got type 2 diabetes. Now the baby's getting type 2 diabetes. Crazy. Crazy. Wisdom, peace, what's happening? Ronald, peace, what's the word? Crazy. Type 2 diabetes used to be for the adults. Like the adults used to get it, which that still ain't normal for you to get it. But now the baby's getting it. Now the baby's getting the type 2. Come on, man. Like this ridiculous, man. But I be, you know what I'm saying? People be trying to come at me crazy. People be trying to come at me crazy when I'm out here talking about veganism, as if I'm out here telling people to commit mass suicide or something. I mean, I'm just trying to get people to eat more fruits, more veggies, and stop eating the toxic foods. Like that's all I'm out here doing. But people want to go crazy. People want to go crazy. Hey, Eli, B12 is good for your neurological system. So it's good for like the brain, it's good for the mind, red blood cells, and it's also good for energy as well. So a lot of times, man, when people lacking B12, man, they might have some neurological issues. So that's why it's important for you to get that B12 up. You know what I'm saying? That B12 is important. for the neurological system, man. You know what I'm saying? For your, like, that is important. So get your B12 for that. And it also can help supply you with that energy. CC Peace, what's happening? Man, y'all going in the comments, man. Percy, peace, man. Appreciate that donation. You say, I'm a truck driver. I go to the gym, Planet Fitness. I'm in shape. To be a trucker, I eat decent. I fall off. But man, when I'm driving, there's a restaurant sign every 2 miles. Oh yeah, man. I deal with a lot of truck drivers, man, as in my line of work. And I know how complicated it can be for the truck drivers, man. That's why I be trying to put them on game. Well, with a lot of the seeds out here, like hemp seeds and pumpkin seeds, looking at something called jungle peanuts. Like, those are crucial as well. Jungle peanuts is like a complete protein source, man. So I be trying to put them on game and stuff like that. And a lot of times, man, we got to understand. That's why I say fasting is important. Sometimes it's better not to eat at all than to eat the wrong foods. So, man, if your option is McDonald's, Murder King, or we gonna crack Donald's and Murder King. Shout out to Stick Man for those references, man. But if your options are crack Donald's, Murder King, or not to eat at all, choose not to eat. Drink some water. Drink some water. Understand that we don't have to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do not have to eat. You can go days without some food. It's better to not eat at all than to put some poison in your system. Point blank, period. And when you choose crack Donald's, you putting poison in your system. No matter how you look at it, you putting poison in your system. You are poisoning your system. That poison is not supplying you with energy. Like, it's going to make matters worse for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't put the poison in your system. You'll be all right, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right if you got to go 24 hours with just some water. You'll be all right. It's a mental thing. You'll be all right. But the problem is, man, people don't understand these things are like a lot of these artificial sweets, a lot of these refined carbs are empty calories, man. Empty calories. What does that mean? It's basically the more that you eat, the more that you crave, because it's not filling you up. Like, your body needs certain vitamins and minerals in order for it to be filled. You know what I'm saying? Or be full. So when you eat a food, like when you eating the food, your body is like, okay, yeah, we about to get some nutrients. But when you eat something that is filled with empty carbs, the body like, hold on, man, we ate this, but we didn't get supplied with anything. So we got to send off another signal. We got to send off another hunger signal, because we really need these nutrients. So that's why when you had those sweets, man, when you had those pastas, the white breads, things like that, man, about another hour or two, it's like you hungry again, because you consume the empty calorie. Your body did not get what it needed from that white bread, from that white pasta. So it's like, man, no, I need these nutrients. You got to eat again until I get these nutrients. So the more that type of stuff you eat, the more that type of stuff that you're going to crave, and the worse your appetite is going to be, because your body is trying to get those nutrients. So that's why that stuff is dangerous. That's why the more healthy you eat, the less you're going to crave, the less you're going to desire to eat, because your body is getting what it needs. Your body is getting what it needs. So when you supply your body with what it needs, you don't have to eat that much. But when you're not supplying the body with what it needs, man, you got to eat. You're going to eat a lot. It's going to always feel like you're hungry. It's going to always feel like you can afford to eat, because your body is not getting what it needs, man. So it's like, all right, boom. Let me send off another signal, because I still need this potassium. I still need this magnesium. Like, what's happening? We eating, but we ain't getting anything. So, all right, we need to eat again. We're going to keep eating until we get this thing right. And you ain't never get it right. Zen, nah, I don't fool with eggs at all. I've been off eggs for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Eggs was definitely tampering with my cholesterol and messing up my heart. Like, messing up the heart. Like, that was the main difference that I noticed, man. That was clogging up my arteries for sure. And people don't understand, like, the body naturally produces the cholesterol that it needs. So we don't need any cholesterol from an outside source. So if we eat any food that contains cholesterol, more than likely you're going to have high cholesterol, because the body naturally produces the proper amount of cholesterol. So when you consuming cholesterol from outside sources, and the only foods that contain cholesterol are or animals, animals like your eggs and whatnot, Those are the only foods that gonna contribute or add cholesterol to the body when you don't even need it. So that's how you end up with high cholesterol. Like when you plant-based, there's no way your cholesterol is going to be high because you're not consuming any extra cholesterol. Shantae, man, it's crazy because Thomas Peace was happening. I've heard that story so many times. Man, I heard that story so many times about people telling me what a doctor had said, and they made certain changes, and then boom, the total opposite happened. And then it'd be funny the response that they get from the doctor when they come back and say, man, you told me X, Y, and Z could happen, and now here I am, and all I did was X, Y, and Z. Doctors be looking stupid. Just looking stupid. Larry, peace. Appreciate that donation for sure, man. But so shout out to y'all, those in the chat, you know what I'm saying, that keep an open mind. Because I'm letting you know, one thing I can say, or one thing y'all can say about me, man, I've been living this, man. So I ain't just talking, like, I've been living this, man. Been living this lifestyle, not just reading about it. Like, I've been living this. Like, I got the resources, I got the books, you know what I'm saying, did the knowledge and continue to do the knowledge, but I'm living it. So shout out to y'all that keep an open mind, that you ain't hearing me talk about the vegan lifestyle and things like that, just shutting me out. Like, nah, I ain't rocking with it. Shout out to y'all for keeping that open mind, because I got a lot of information to present to the kids. A lot of information, man. Matter of fact, one of my favorite books on this topic. One of my favorite books on this topic, Comedic Diet, man, by Muatai Ashby. One of my favorite books on this topic, man. Get this book. And this is a book written by us. You know what I'm saying? This is us. Comedic Diet. You know what I'm saying? Comedic Diet. This mug ain't saying the American diet. This mug ain't saying the Asian diet. You know what I'm saying? This mug ain't saying the European diet. This mug is said it's the Comedic Diet. Ancient African wisdom for health of mind, body, and spirit. Do y'all see the foods that are on this cover? Y'all see the foods that are on this cover? Do y'all see these foods on this cover? Come on. So this ain't stuff like nothing new is under the sun. Y'all see the foods on this cover, man. Look. Y'all see those foods. Where do y'all see the dairy at? Where y'all see the meat at? Y'all see the foods out here. And this is, I respect Dr. Muatai Ashby. I respect him. I respect his work. I respect it. So come on, man. Come on. Y'all see the foods that's on this cover, man. It's the Comedic Diet. He letting you know, listen, I don't feel like I'm not going to disrespect y'all. I don't feel like I'm talking to the average person, right? I feel like I'm talking to people that's striving for enlightenment. So when they tell me in this book that the individuals that let go of the meat and the dairy were the sages, the mystics, the wise minds, I feel like that's y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm going hard talking to y'all about making these changes. Man, matter of fact, let me read that part to y'all in this book. He talks about that in this book. So it's right on time. Let me see if this is right here. Like, here you go, right here. All right. Eating a proper diet as a path to physical health cannot be overlooked. Another study demonstrated the effects of certain types of food on the mind. In a study where vegetarians were unknowingly fed meat-based products, the participants were found to become increasingly restless, agitated, and aggressive. Aggressive. Sounds familiar, right? More stressed. Thus, we must realize what the sages and saints of Kemet knew, and which Westerners are only now starting to realize, that one's diet does have an effect on the mind. Duh. You know what I'm saying? We just now catching up to what our ancestors knew back then. This is one of the reasons why it was strictly prohibited for the spiritual initiates or aspirants to consume meat of any kind. I'm going to run that back. This is one of the reasons why it was strictly prohibited for the spiritual initiates or aspirants to consume meat of any kind, including poultry, fish, and seafood. That's what he said. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? This is, man, he's been studying Kemet for how long? He telling you right now that if you were striving for a certain way of life, the wise minds, the spiritual initiates, Those that was like discipline, consistency, some powerful beings. These are not the everyday average person. We're not talking about them. We're not talking about them. Those are the individuals that say, you know what, we're not eating this meat. Thus, if one wishes to gain control over the mind and emotions, one's diet must promote peace of mind. Come on, man. One's diet must promote peace of mind. Does your diet promote peace of mind? Come on now. Those are important questions to ask yourself. C Square, my brother, appreciate the chat. I mean, the donation. That's the chat, the super sticker. Leo, Comedic Diet, Muay Ashby. Muay Ashby, Comedic Diet. It's one of my favorite books, man. I had this book on a Kindle back when I had Kindle years ago, and I got the physical copy of the book, man, the paperback. You know what I'm saying? Powerful. Let you know that, hey, if you listen, if you on that type of path for enlightenment, it's letting you know how they was eating. Those are the individuals. Those are the individuals, man. So if that's what you striving for, if that's what you want out of life, it's a certain way that you got to eat. It's a certain way that you got to eat. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't study monks and all of that, man, it's listen, most of the monks are plant-based. Most of the monks are vegetarians. That's that real discipline. Now, again, you're going to have people that are of the same ethnic background as these monks, the everyday average people, that may not eat like that. But the monks, those that are striving for that type of, you know what I'm saying, godhood, like, nah, we don't eat that. We don't eat that. It's going to make the mind hit. So I feel like everybody that taps into this channel, like that's what y'all on. So I got to make sure I give y'all the juice to encourage y'all to make these decisions, man. Because we can't be out here playing around, man. We can't be out here lacking the discipline, man, because we not like the everyday average person. We not like that. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be living like they living because we not of that cloth. You know what I'm saying? We have accepted most of the people. I feel like if you tapped in with me, we have accepted the fact that we don't fit in. We stand out. We leaders. So why are we doing what they doing? Why? Why are you out here eating like what we call the 85%? Why are you eating like that? Why are you eating like that? You know better. Like everybody in this chat, y'all know better. Y'all know better. So y'all got to stop playing, man. Y'all know better. Y'all know. Y'all done heard me tell y'all. Y'all done heard me speak it. So y'all know better. It ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? That's all accountability. So when you eat the trap, if you tuning in right now and then you turn this off and you turn around and eat some trash, that's your fault. So anything that happens to you, that's your fault. Because you heard what I said and you still chose to eat the garbage. That's on you. I don't have no sympathy. Because it's people out here giving y'all the knowledge, giving y'all the game, giving y'all the resources, and we turn around and we still making these horrible decisions, and we ain't doing nothing but making excuses. So it's no sympathy here. The information is out here, man. The information is out here, and like I said, most of us, we know better. We know about fasting. We know to eat these fruits and vegetables. We know that. We know that. But what decision you make? So stop playing, man. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable, man. When you listen to somebody giving this information, make a move. Make a move. Implement something. Make a move, man. Make a move. It's a reason why you tapped in right now, because you know deep down you needed to hear this. It's a reason why you listening. It's resonating. So don't take it for granted, man. That's what I did when I came across it. I didn't take that for granted. I said, man, hold on, man. They talking about vegetarianism. They talking about not eating meat. It's a reason why I came across that. Let me listen. Let me pay attention. That's what I did. That's accountability. You know what I'm saying? That's why people are afraid to do the knowledge. Because once you do the knowledge, now you are accountable. When you start making the wrong decisions after you got the knowledge, now everything is on you. You can't say, oh, well, I didn't know. No, nope. You can't use that excuse because now you know. Now you know exactly what not to do. Now you know exactly what to do. So when you make the wrong decisions, you have no excuse. You have no justification. None. None at all. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff is on you, man. I don't want to hear nobody come to me with any type of excuses, man. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear any of that, man. If you sitting around here talking about an ailment and you doing all of this complaining, and then I ask you and you ain't doing anything, I don't talk to me. Oh, straight up, man. Straight. We got to start putting in more work when it comes to correcting our health, man. We got to put in more work, man. Y'all got to stop playing. I don't care about any of this other stuff, man. We focus on all this other stuff, but again, none of this other stuff matters if we out here dying prematurely, which is what we are doing. We are dying of things. Listen, we are dying of things that could be easily prevented. That's the problem that I have. We want to get mad when the cops kill us, all of this type of stuff, but yet we are digging our own graves. We dying of heart disease, diabetes, and a lot of cancers that can be easily prevented if we just make better choices. Simple. Simple. You know what I'm saying? The cops ain't driving us to Burger King. The cops ain't driving us to McDonald's. The cops ain't making us buy all of this processed food. The cops ain't making us buy all this junk food. That's us that's doing that. That's us that's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So we digging our own graves. We digging our own graves, man. That's what we are killing ourselves by making these decisions. What's the number one killer of folk? When you look at that list, that top 10 of the things that's killing us the most, almost 60 to 80% of that list we have control over. So I don't want to hear about. I'm tired of people, man. I'm tired of people. We got control over these things, man. We got control of it, man. We don't have to be dying of cancer at the rate in which we die of cancer. We definitely don't have to be dying of diabetes. Man, diabetes is so, man, listen, there is no reason we should be dying from diabetes the way that we die from diabetes. That's one of the easiest things to prevent out here. That's one of the easiest things to prevent. Literally one of the easiest things to prevent, but we keep passing these bad habits down. And that's why diabetes is increasing, not decreasing. There's no reason, man. And heart disease, literally, your heart is attacking you. Come on, man. Come on, because we too lazy. We too lazy to get up and exercise. We too lazy to make a smoothie. We want to talk about how expensive it is to eat healthy, but yet look at where we spend. Y'all got to understand, I worked in banking. I see where people spend their money. So you can't tell me, black people can't tell me that eating healthy is expensive. I see where we spend our money. I worked in banking for some years. I see where money is being spent. So I know that we can afford to eat better. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. So y'all can't tell me that. Can't tell me that. Nobody can tell. You cannot tell me as a black. I don't care. You can't tell me that eating healthy is too expensive. You can't. Because I didn't work. Listen, I wasn't in the suburbs working in the banks. I was in some areas where like the poverty rate is, but I saw where they were spending their money, and they all could have afforded to eat healthy because they were affording a lot of other BS. Rohan, Ayurveda. Man, I was studying Ayurveda hard back in the day. I mean, I still dabble with it from time to time. This book I got right here, Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation, talks about Ayurveda. I think that was the first book that I got that mentioned Ayurveda. Definitely study Ayurveda, man. I was on that hard. I was on that hard about 10 years ago. That was definitely was part of my transition, studying Ayurveda. Hey, Darlene, we gonna get you there. Now I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get y'all there for sure. I'm gonna get y'all there for sure. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get there. Everybody gonna get there. Like that's where all the so-called science is pointing towards. Like when you start studying nutrition, like that's where it's pointing towards. That's where it's pointing towards, man. If you take your health seriously, you're gonna have to go plant-based. You're gonna have to. You are going to have to. If you value your health, you're gonna have to go plant-based, and you're gonna have to learn how to go periods without eating, aka fasting. That's just some things you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do. So I'm trying to get y'all to get on it before y'all have to, and be y'all disappointed and depressed because y'all forced to make the decisions. I'm trying to get y'all to be on board before it comes to that. Because it's gonna come to that. It's gonna come to that. You're gonna have to go periods without eating. You're gonna have to ration that food. Like, it's gonna get to that point. So I'm trying to get people on board before it gets real, really real in the field. But all people want to hit me with is excuses and trash and misinformation. Oh, I can't fast because my doctor said I can't. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did the doctor say that? The doctor out of shape themselves. Listen, out of shape doctor telling you what you can and cannot do. Out of shape doctor telling you you can't consume fruits, but you can eat some Oreos. Like, come on, man, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? You can eat cheese sticks, but you can't eat a strawberry. And the out of shape doctor's telling you that. And everything I just said was actually told to some of my clients. So this is not something I'm making up. This was literal advice given to some of my clients by doctors. And they gonna trust their doctor over somebody like me. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You can't eat these fruits, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Oreo cool. You eat these cheese sticks, or you can eat, you know what I'm saying? You can eat this burger without the bread, but you can't eat no fruits though. So that's what we on. Like, that's what we on. That's what we up against. And we wonder why we seeing our health decline. Like, that's what we up against out here. But y'all, man, I see y'all going in on the comments, man. I ain't really have much time. I actually got to make a move. Ray Sean, I actually got some information on that. Master, for sure. But man, I can't elaborate any further because I got to make my move. But man, I appreciate all the donations, all the comments, man. This was one of them joints for sure. I may try to tap. I don't know. I might not be able to tap in this weekend, man. It's gonna be kind of like a crazy little weekend. So I don't know. I'm gonna just try to hit y'all with some shorter videos, man. Give y'all some jewels, give y'all some pointers. But hey, y'all got this information, man. I don't want to hear no excuses, man. If y'all ain't taking care of y'all health now, it's on y'all, man. Because I'm about to supply y'all with this information. I'm about to supply y'all with all the tools y'all need. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to coaching these workouts, all that good stuff, man. So I'm gonna give y'all everything y'all need. So it ain't no excuses out here. Y'all have no excuses, no more. None. I don't want to hear no excuses from any of y'all in regards to why y'all not doing what's necessary. I don't want to hear it. I don't care about hearing any of that. All I want to hear about is how you executing it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to hear about. That's all I want to hear. I want to hear about the fruits and the veggies and the fasting that you did, the smoothie that you made, the workout that you just completed. That's what I want to hear about. You know what I'm saying? But we about to go hard with this information, though, man. We about to go hard with this health information because I'm tired of seeing my people sick, seeing my people hurt, and I ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for it. So it's time to correct that error. But I'm out, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy out here. And hey, if you haven't got your workout in, go ahead and hit that joint. Get you about 20, 30 minutes, man. Hit some push-ups, hit some squats, jumping lunges, crunches. Hey, leg lifts, something. Plank, do something. Do something. Get up out here and exercise, man. Drink your water. I'm out, y'all. Peace.